Good day, everyone. Today we will learn about character education traits. Please proceed to the link that's posted and please access it with your switch. Thank you very much. Class, I hope you enjoyed that video. Our first character education trait that we'll talk about today is called commitment, dedication. Each student should pursue tasks even when difficult or uninteresting. Have a commitment to learning. Have a commitment to the classroom community. Pursue worthwhile endeavors, showing persistence, care, and effort. Have a commitment to a duty or obligation and its conclusion. Yes, commitment, dedication, sticking with it, stay with it, don't give up. That's commitment. Yes, class, our next character trait is called compassion, also defined as empathy, love, caring. These are attributes of compassion. Each student should show care, concern, and empathy for the needs of other persons without regard to race, religion, gender, age, economic status, and/or physical and mental condition. Each student should be sensitive and supportive of others. Also, be forgiving, not hold grudges. This is what compassion is. Class, our next character trait is called fairness. Justice. Each student should show objectivity. Each student should consider the unique characteristics of individuals and situations when making decisions. Form judgments and conclusions only after all perspectives of an issue have been considered. Possess a sense of honesty, justice, and fair play. Fairness. This is very important to be fair to one another, especially in the classroom and especially in life. Class, our next character education trait that we'll talk about is called tolerant or unprejudiced. Students should accept individual differences, be able to negotiate and compromise. Very important. Strive to discover and learn about people who are different from themselves and about cultures different from their own. Recognize that we are fallible and therefore make mistakes. That's very, very important. We must realize that we are human. We all make mistakes. We all need to be encouraged. We all need to be tolerant with one another. This is a very, very important trait. Yes, class, our next character education trait is called self-control, or another term, self-discipline. Each student should establish short-term and long-term goals, exhibit continuous self-evaluation and striving for goals, control one's actions, emotions, or behavior, often in order to improve oneself. Not seek revenge if done wrong. Realize the motivations for their actions and give priority to duties and responsibilities rather than to conflicting impulses and desires. Be willing to sacrifice present satisfaction in order to receive long-term benefits. This is very important. This is a very important trait, as all of them are. Self-control, controlling oneself. staying focused, pursuing short-term and long-term goals, accomplishing, sticking to it, to finish it, to accomplish something. It takes self-control. It takes sacrifice to reach our goals, but we must have self-control. Great job, class. Our next character education trait is called self-respect. Respect for others. Each student should realize their worth and dignity as human beings and account for their strengths as well as their weaknesses. Each student should display good manners and politeness, showing the same respect for others as they would wish for themselves. This is very, very important, to display good manners and politeness, showing the same respect for others as you would for yourself. Treat others as you would have them to treat you. This is self-respect. Being able to have self-respect for yourself and respect for others is a very, very important trait. Yes, class, our next character education trait is called respect for community. Respect for our environment. Each student should work to improve the community. Be conservative in their use of natural resources. Each student should understand and accept their role as a productive family member. Each student should obey laws and rules. Show respect for legitimate authority. Each student should exercise their civic rights and duties. Each student should participate in worthwhile school and community activities such as Earth Day or Community Day cleanup. It is very important in how the respect we give to our community reflects the respect that we have for self and for others. Yes, class, our next character education trait is called trustworthiness or trust. Each student should be worthy of the confidence of others. Be truthful, honest, and trustworthy in their relationships with others, especially in the classroom or outside the classroom. Each student should acquire sound values and thereafter seek to live up to them in a consistent manner. Each student should model moral courage through truthful behavior. Be dependent upon to do what's right. Well, class, we've come down to our last character education trait. But before I talk about that, I would like to review those that we talked about earlier. Commitment, dedication. Compassion. Fairness. Tolerant. Self-control. Self-respect. Respect for community. Trustworthiness. And finally, cooperation. Students should acknowledge that each individual is accountable for making a contribution to the benefit of the group, school, or community. Students should temper the negative aspects of competition. Students should work together for a common purpose. Keyword, key phrase, work together. This is what cooperation is, working together to accomplish a common purpose and goal. Class, I hope that you would take these character education traits, build on them, build on them to help as you go throughout your life. It has been my honor to share them with you today. As always, it's an honor to be your teacher, and I'm excited about what the future holds for each and every one of you all. Because as you know my phrase, I believe in you all, and I know greatness is in you all. And that begins with the character traits that you all possess. Thank you for your time. Look forward to working with you at a later time. Take care. And again, this is Mr. James.